Hi everyone, welcome back to Function Pilates. I'm Vanessa Kelly, and today we're going to go through a reformer workout. I am using a balanced body piece of equipment. I have been getting a lot of questions asked on the equipment that I use in the workouts, and everything you see in the studio, everything you see in the workout videos is all balanced body. And I am going to go through pretty much a total deep full body workout. Probably not the best if you're a beginner or you're just brand new to reformer Pilates, but it doesn't mean that you cannot try and keep up with the workout. It's just gonna involve a little bit more awareness, a little bit more focus and control with the type of exercises I've chosen to do in this workout. So if you guys are ready to get started, let's go ahead and begin. Let's go ahead and begin by adjusting our springs here for our original footwork series. I have 3.5 springs on, which are 2 red, 1 green, and 1 yellow spring on a balanced body piece of equipment. Lie yourself down on your back and go ahead and arrange your heels on the foot bar. Let's bolt everything together. Toes up towards the ceiling. And begin to take this moment to center yourself. Relax your spine in its most natural curves. Really pushing through that foot bar, activating the back side of the legs. Allowing your head to reach behind you and your arms to reach down long beside you. Fingers reaching forward, palms are flat. Let's take that position down to your toes, keep everything bolted. Heels are up nice and high and those knees are hugging together. Focus on exhaling to push out, inhale to return. Beautiful. Continue to knit those ribs together as your belly button pulls deep in towards your spine. From this position, let's move your toes out nice and wide on the foot bar. Keep those heels lifted and allow those knees to align with your shoulders. Exhale pushes you out, inhale brings you back in. Neck is staying long and focus on the space between your shoulder and your ear. Keeping those hips grounded. And again, really focusing in on the back side of the legs here. From here, let's go into your wide position up to your heels. Again, knees are in line with our shoulders and feet are flexed, toes up towards the ceiling. Try to eliminate any extra movement through your ankles. So as if your feet were right up against a wall, try to stabilize through the ankles here. Exhale to push out nice and long. Inhale to resist the springs on the return. Beautiful work. From here, let's go down to your toes, heels together in that Pilates first position. Go ahead and drop those heels down for a calf raise and soften the knees to come back in. So as you press out, activate those inner thighs, drop the heels, resist the springs as your heels lift up. Doing the best you can to control the momentum here with our heel drop. Create the work as you lift your heels up. And again, identify zipping through the inner thighs, pulling up from the pelvic floor, and pulling deep in towards your spine. Beautiful job. From here, we'll prance it out, so take it nice and slow as we alternate one foot to the next, pausing through the center, mobilizing the ankles, exercising the toes. Nice, comfortable rhythm here. And just continue to breathe. Bend those knees, return back home. Good. So let's scoot down. Just make sure you have a little bit of space between your shoulders and the shoulder blocks. Let's bring the legs to tabletop and we'll go into 100 prep here. Just a nice simple mat exercise. Exhaling to flex the chest up, reaching long through your arms as if you did have those handles in your hands. Exhale, curl up, inhale down. And we're just doing about 8 repetitions here, but focus on those knees hugging together in that beautiful tabletop position. Good, eyesight towards the belly button. Exhale to curl. Good, hands to the knees for double leg stretch. Inhale to reach, exhale, sweep it around. Inhale, reach long, exhale, sweep it around. Think of opposition here as your arms and your legs reach. Beautiful. Stay curled up, looking towards that belly button, connecting those ribs a little deeper together. You got it. Almost there. Exhale, sweep it around, and take it to single leg stretch. Good. Think of pressing in towards the knee as you activate the biceps. Stay curled up a little higher and lengthen out through those toes. Beautiful work, feeling those abs firing up. Let's go ahead and we'll bring it back together. Hands behind the head, legs to the ceiling. We're going to lower, exhale to resist, lift those legs up. You got it. This is our last part of the series. Stay with it, but if you need to take a break, feel free to drop that head down. Good. It's easy to the lower legs. It's really difficult to go ahead and pick them up again. Stay with it. Exhale, lift the legs. Inhale to lower. Hug those knees in and give yourself a little rock through that low back. Good job. So let's take the headrest down, and with our original footwork springs, we're going to go into bridging. So heels on. Let's go ahead and exhale. When you're ready, activate the back side of the leg, squeeze with the glutes, press firmly with the arms, and open wide through the chest. Good. Articulate the spine as you lower yourself down, releasing those hips. And this should feel good after all that deep ab work we just did. Good. Nice and slow, articulating the spine. Roll it down one piece at a time. Deep breath as you inhale to prepare, and exhale. Rise on up. Good. Hold it right there. Let's lift that right leg up to stabilize. Lower down. Flex the foot. Get a nice deep stretch to the back of the leg. Point through the toes. Flex the foot. Beautiful. Exhale up. Inhale to lower. And just 5 on each side. Keep those hips elevated. We'll take that left leg up. Good. Point and exhale, lift and flex. Point to inhale, exhale, lift and flex. Think of that heel lifting towards the ceiling as you deepen the stretch through that hamstring. Beautiful job. And slowly placing that heel down and rolling your spine one vertebra at a time, allowing those hips to carefully release. Nice work. Let's push out. Get a nice little stretch to drop those heels and then slowly lift them up. Let's try that a couple more times just to stretch out the back of the legs. And then when you're ready, go ahead and bend those knees to return home. So let's go ahead and sit ourselves up. I'm going to adjust the springs down to a half spring, which in my case is a blue spring. And all the other springs will come off. Go ahead and face the back of your machine and take those loops and place them all the way up above your knee. We're going to go into our reverse ab series here. So once they're there, go ahead and scoot yourself down carefully. You're going to interlace those hands behind the head and then take the legs into a tabletop position. Good. So once you're there, stay curled up, eyesight to the belly button. Reach those legs as you inhale, exhale to pull them deep in towards the chest. Your abs are already heated up from the previous warm-up we did, so you should definitely feel the work as you get a little deeper into those stabilizing muscles. Beautiful. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, pull it in. A little bit more of those hip flexor work. Exhale, pull in. Give yourself a little bit of a break here, anywhere from 4 to 8 repetitions. And again, take the breaks as you need. We're going to go right into obliques here. So lengthen the legs, and as you pull in, rotate through the upper body. We'll stay to one side here. Yes. So reach the legs and rotate. You can always modify this by not extending your legs out all the way, just doing little baby pulses inward. Beautiful. These are not easy. Stay with it. Make sure you're breathing and not holding your breath here. And exhale. Good. We're almost there, guys, I promise. And when you're ready, again, support that head. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, give that rotation. Good. Just really cinching through the waist, hugging those ribs downward. Perfect. Careful not to pull on the neck, but actually rotate through the upper body. Exhale, twist. Exhale, twist. Good. And then once you're ready, go ahead and carefully sit yourself up. Nice work here, guys. Remove those loops, and then you guys can hang them back up onto the pegs. And I'm gonna stay on that blue spring here. And if you need to grab a quick stretch, go ahead and grab a quick stretch. I know that can be a little bit of a necky exercise there. So I'm just reaching down with my long arm here. So as I gently pull my ear to my shoulder, reach with the opposite arm, fingers towards the floor. And that should stretch out through those upper traps. Once you're ready, go ahead and grab the box, and then we'll place it on long ways. Again, I'm going to keep the same spring on. You can always bring it up to a one spring or a red spring. And you're going to carefully place that loop around the left arch of your foot. So in a quadruped position, go ahead and make sure that your right knee is balanced in the center of the box here. So we want shoulders over the wrist, hips are squared looking down at the floor. Take the exhale as you extend the leg behind you, trying to maintain neutral pelvis. So abs are pulling up towards the sky, and you're squeezing through your glutes and your hamstring. Reach it out long. Nice. Exhale, reach out nice and long. And then go ahead and bend and flex the foot, push through the heel here. As you maintain this external rotation of the hip, we're just identifying different part of the glute here. And all at the same time, keep note that the leg, your right leg, your stabilizing leg, is still working just as hard, if not harder. Good. Exhale, push out. Hold it. Little pulses up there, guys, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's lower it down and combine everything. So lift up, bend the knee in, reach out long, add a little pulse, lower the leg all the way down. Exhale, lift. Inhale to bend. Exhale, reach out long, add that pulse. Beautiful job. 2 more times. We'll lift it up. We're going to soften the knee in, push through the heel. Exhale, lift. You got it. And another deep breath as you exhale, soften that knee in. Exhale to press out, pulse it up, and lower the leg. Beautiful job here, guys. So removing that loop, placing it back on the peg. Take a child's pose if you need it. Otherwise, feel free. We're going to move into the next side. But allow that neck to relax. Allow your low back to open up. And then once you're ready, place that right loop around the arch of the foot here. Line up the shoulders over the wrist. Good. Hip over the knee. Taking it into those extensions. Exhale, reach up. Inhale to lower. Exhale, reach. Inhale to lower. I like to point through the foot to really open up and stretch the ankle, but it also allows me to really isolate through the glute here. Yeah. Good. Abs are strong, belly button towards the spine to really enhance neutral pelvis. Exhale, lift. And once you're ready, we're bending, push through the heel. maintaining that external rotation of the hip. Good. Again, doing the best you can. We're doing about 8 repetitions here, but I would suggest anywhere from 4 to 8. Whatever feels good for you today. Hold it for your pulses. Good. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we combine everything. So inhale to lower. Exhale, drive the leg up. Inhale to bend. Exhale, reach out long, add your pulse. Beautiful. 3 more, just like that. You got it. Exhale, lift, bend. Think of this as the finale. And pulse up, lower down. Exhale, lift, soften that knee. Exhale, push behind. Beautiful. And one more time. Nice work. Carefully go ahead and release that loop. Hang it back on the peg. Good. Take another child's pose if you need it. Otherwise, we're going to have a seat on the box. And I'm going to grab a hold of the loop. If you want to go a little heavier, you can take it to a red spring. I decided I'm going to keep mine on that blue spring, that half spring, as I move into hug a tree, which is our single arm hug a tree. Good. So allow those fingertips to reach towards one another. Exhale, pull. Inhale to open. And right in for a reach. Lift and lower. Think of your arm going straight up like an elevator. And our focus is the shoulder. So really think about the shoulder staying down as your lats stabilize the shoulder here. Good. Right into some internal rotation. Really helpful for the rotator cuff here. So nice and tall, looking straight ahead, chest is open. Think of your arm as a door hinge as it opens and closes. Exhale, pull in. Inhale to carefully release. And go ahead and think of the palm wiping across the belly here. Palm is looking in at the stomach. Shoulder is going to stay down. And anywhere again from 6 to 8 repetitions. The single arm series is one that you might have to play with the springs, like I said. So anywhere from a really light spring, a yellow spring, to a blue spring, which is a half spring, or a red spring, which is one full spring. So find that desired spring load for you. And if it means you have to reduce springs for specific exercises, that's okay too. We're finishing up with sword. Exhale, open up nice and wide. Beautiful. Let's hang that up and take a nice mermaid stretch since we're here. So scooting ourselves over towards the foot bar, let your legs dangle and just press away gently as we open up through the ribs, getting that nice side stretch. Take an exhale, drop that left shoulder down. Good. And if it feels good for you today and you want to add rotation, feel free to take that rotation, opening up the hands to each side of the foot bar. The chest can lower towards the springs and then slowly lifting that chest back up. Just do a nice little rocking motion here. Adding more extensions if you want. I'm keeping it about 3, which is a nice average pace. Carefully adjusting your left hand through the center. And let's take a nice counter stretch. So just the opposite way. Deepen it to rotate, grab a hold of that box carefully and just pulling yourself about 20% to the right. Beautiful. All right, guys, so turn yourself around. We'll get started with our arm series once again. So going into that hug a tree, Fingertips are looking towards one another, and we have a nice soft bend to the elbow. Exhale to pull in, inhale to open. Think of puffing your chest up as you maintain neutral spine. And careful that you're not rocking your hips too forward or leaning too far back. Right into that deltoid reach. Think of the arm going straight up like an elevator. Beautiful. Again, notice what your shoulders are doing here. If they're creeping up as your arm is lifting, you don't necessarily have to reach up all the way. Going halfway is perfect. Internal rotation. So again, think of your arm as a door hinge as you open and close with a nice controlled speed here. Exhale. Inhale to release. And then just wiping that arm across the belly here, just gliding right in front of it. Again, chest is lifted, shoulders are down, abs are pulled in tight. You got it. And once you're ready, let's switch it for our swords. You're going to open up nice and wide. Deep breath there. Exhale. Open it across. And this is one where you really want to be careful not to use momentum and not allow the arm to swing. So again, doing the best you can to take it super slow and controlled. Good. Exhale to open and slowly inhale, bring it back in. Nice. So we'll slide ourselves over, take our mermaid stretch. Hand to the foot bar, exhale, reach it up and over. Nice and slow, returning back to the top. And exhale, reach it up and over. And again, if that rotation felt good for you today, go ahead and take that rotation, making sure that you open up your hand grip, one hand at each side of the foot bar. Push that chest down. Inhale, lift the chest up. Perfect. Once you're ready, carefully move your right hand back through the center, pick up that left arm, and return the carriage back in, finishing off with the counter stretch here and making that nice little rotational stretch to the left. From here, let's go ahead and adjust the box to short box. And I'm going to add one more spring. So I have a red and a blue spring on right now. And then carefully you're going to lie on your stomach on the short box. So you're going to move your hips forward and allow your ankles just to push up against the foot bar, not really locking it into place, but they're just for security. We're going right into Dolphin, which is our back extension exercise. So literally, think of a dolphin as your forehead goes down first towards the floor, circle it up, really extend and lengthen out the spine. Good. So exhale down, inhale to lift, rolling those shoulders back. Move into airplane, arms out wide to a T. And this is all about the rotation here. So just not turning your head, but actually lateral flexing. Good. Inhaling it nice and slow. And back through center. One more part here. Let's make a V. Thumbs up, pulse. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Stabilize your upper body. Pinching those shoulder blades, really strengthening through the back extensors. You got it. Nice and slow. And then reach down and just reward yourself with a nice stretch as you stretch out the chest here. Let's carefully go ahead and bring your knees to the carriage and remove yourself out from the reformer. From here, we're going to go ahead and lie ourselves back down on the carriage here. And I am adjusting my springs just to the one spring, the one red spring. And we're going to go into semicircle. So making sure that you are pushing your hands against the shoulder blocks and allowing your arms to get nice and long. So your hips will literally be off the carriage. Let's go toes on, heels together. And we're going to go ahead and start with those hips up nice and high. So inhale to prepare, exhale to articulate your spine all the way down. And once the hips touch the springs, think of breezing your hips across the springs to stretch out to straight legs. Bridge yourself up, bend your knees to return back in. Good. So articulate, focus on that flexibility of the spine. Push out to long legs here, squeeze through those inner thighs, bridge the hips up nice and strong. Super stable. Lower it down. Last time, we're going to push out, articulate and bridge up, and pull back in. Good. Let's reverse it. So push out to straight legs here, articulate the spine down. Good. Breeze across the spring, bridging yourself back up. 2 more. Press. The goal is to really push your hands against the shoulder blocks to feel your arms nice and long. So if you feel yourself slipping, get super stable, super strong through that upper body. Good. Last time, we'll bring it all the way in. Hips are going to go back up. And then carefully, you're going to slide your body all the way up to the top here to carefully remove yourself. Good. I'm a big fan of semicircle. It feels really nice on the spine, but it is a lot of deep extension work. So if that doesn't feel right for your body, you definitely can eliminate it. So we're going to finish it with a kneeling stretch here, guys. So I have it nice and active. You're kneeling, grab a pillow if you need it for the knee that's resting, and then placing your right foot onto that ledge if you have one, and take it nice hip flexor stretch and end it with a nice hamstring stretch. So again, deep hip flexor stretch. We can circle those arms around, connect hands to the foot bar, and lengthen out. So again, take the time you need. If there is a desired position that feels good for you, stay longer. Otherwise, you can continue to keep this more active. Make sure you're breathing. There's no right or wrong here. Just again, make sure you're breathing and then the shoulders are staying down. We'll take it to the other side. Again, positioning your foot on the ledge. Arms go up for that deep hip flexor stretch. Hands to the foot bar to support yourself and take your splits here. Good. Again, bend that knee. Make sure that left shin is up against the foot bar. Get a good stretch. Circle yourself around. Very nice. Good. We'll try that one more time. Reach. Sweep those arms around. We're going to press out. And slowly, when you're ready, return and come back in. Just another version of Eve's lunge here. Beautiful job here, guys. Let's finish it with a couple roll downs. So standing up, hip distance apart there with the feet. Let's reach those arms up. Exhale, dive it down as you forward fold. Let your head and your neck release, shoulders release. Exhale, scoop that belly up and in, restacking the spine up one vertebra at a time. One more time here. Thank you again for watching this workout. If you did like it, please don't forget to subscribe and like it. Make sure you comment if there's something you want to see, and be sure to check out some of the other workouts we here have on the channel.